Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Hard Coder. So in this video, we're gonna build one passport authentication with React and Node. Okay, so we are going to build the whole MERN app. Like we are using MongoDB for database and React for frontend and Node for backend. Okay, so this MERN authentication app, and we will also integrate that authentication library, that is passport, that is too much popular, so we're gonna build. So let's start. So for that, what we need first, we need to install that in React app. So for that, you need to run this command like npx create React app, then that app name. So for my end, like frontend. Something is okay. That is my fault. Actually, I did the spelling mistake. So you need to run npx create React app and then that app name. So I'm giving the app name frontend because my backend is also will be there. So like hit enter and it will take some time. And just open another terminal and where just run npm init. So I'm initializing an npm project for Node. So npm init -y. So we need some dependencies. So just let's install those. Npm I. We need bcrypt.js to encrypt that password. Then course for course issue, handling course issue. Then .env because we are going to use environment variables. Express we need JSON web token because with passport we just integrating that JSON means JWT strategy. Okay. Mongoose. Actually, in this video, I'm gonna just showing that path how you gonna use that passport in your project. That path I'm gonna show. Okay, so that's why I'm just taking one example like passport. One strategy I'm gonna use, that is JWT. But if you want to build like Google Auth or Facebook Auth or any GitHub Auth or normal local strategy, that you can also do. But JWT strategy is too much popular and too much needed. So that's why I thought, okay, let's go for JWT strategy. If you learn JWT strategy, then you can build any of one. Just you need to just check it out. Only that passport doc means the documentation what passport is provided. Just you need to follow that documentation and you will get everything. So I'm just showing the path only. Mongoose, then passport. So I need to install passport and another thing, passport JWT for passport JWT strategy. Now hit enter. So in the left hand side, you can see like React app is already installed and backend for backend packages, those are also installed. Okay, so let's start. So here, like I am adding one command like start node server.js. So for my case, that main file is server.js. Now create server.js. Okay, so in this file first we need to bring those packages like Express. We need to bring, so require Express, course, create server, const app equal to Express app.use course. App.use express JSON to handling JSON object. And then app.listen. I'm going to use 8000 port. So our server is done. Now in the .env file, create one file that .env for environment variable. And in the .env file first, we need Mongo URI. So I am using that Mongo Atlas. So I think you know how to connect, how you will get this Mongo URI from Atlas. If you don't know, then just visit my previous videos. And in those videos, I'm gonna teach you how to connect your application with Mongo Atlas. And another thing, if you want to use your local MongoDB, then also you can use, and you need to provide that local Mongo URI here. Then JWT secret. So I'm giving secret like the hard coder. This is my JWT secret code. Okay. And another secret code we need, that is passport secret. So like passport secret is the hard coder 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so these three things you need to provide on .env folder. Sorry, .env file. And now first we need to think for models. So let's create models, and in that models user.js. So in this model, first bring mongoose and be create here. Let's create user schema. So const user schema equal to mongoose schema. So three things we're gonna take for sign up or register. Name, the type should be string. This is required true. Then email ID, type is true, required also true. Password, this type is also string. This is also required true. Like I'm using timestamp. Equal to true. Now here we're gonna create two methods. First methods, like when that password will save to our database, before that we need to hash that password, because we are not storing that password what user is provided. That normal I'm not gonna store, or we are not gonna store that normal string what user is provided, like 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that password we are not gonna store. We need to first hash it, and then we need to store on the database. So for that, what we will do, first we need to, so like that's why we are using bcrypt.js to hash that password. So when we need to hash, before save. So that's why like user schema dot pre save. That means before save, pre save. that. So this should be like, it will take next. And here, first check if this dot is modified. And here that is password. Like if that password is modified, not modified, then go next. We don't need to worry about. But if that password field is modified, then we need to hash. So that's why like const salt equal to, we need to create salt with bcrypt. So await bcrypt dot generate salt. Like you need to put one value 10 and then this dot password equal to await bcrypt, then we need to hash. So use hash. So this is a this dot password. So then salt. Okay. Another thing is when someone is trying to log in, that time we need to also match that password, like what that user is provided that password and what password is present on the database, both are same or not. So that matching things we are going to use. So that's why those method also we can create here, like user schema dot methods, and then you need to give that method name, like I'm giving match password equal to async function. So it will take one parameter that is entered password, means what password user will enter, like entered password, and where we need to return, like return await bcrypt dot compare. So now we need to compare this entered password with this dot password, both are same or not. If same, then it will return true. If not, then it will return false. Now we need to export this. Done. Our model is ready. Now create one folder like routes, not routes. Now create one folder like utils, means utilities. So utils, in this utils folder, I'm creating one file that is like index.js, and here you need to provide one thing. What you need to means here we are creating one method that is generate JWT token. So for that you need to first bring JWT token, JSON web token function, then create like const generate generate JWT tokens. First you will get that ID, user.id. I'm creating another like when it will expire. So I'm giving like 1 day. So I'm preparing payload, like payload is sub equal to this ID, and ID means this date dot now, means when it is created. Now I'm just creating that sign token. Okay, like const sign token equal to JSON web token dot sign. So first parameter will take payload, then it will take process dot env dot JWT secret. Okay, then another object it will take, that is expiration. So like now we need to return this token, that I'm returning with bearer. Okay. Now export this. So this method is done. Now move for create another folder that is config. So in this folder, we're gonna create two files. That is one for db.js means, and in this file we just create that connection with database. So just you need to bring mongoose and create one method like connectDB. So when here create one block that is try catch. Create try catch block. And now just create the connection like mongoose.connect. Then you need to provide that Mongo URI from .env file, means environment variable. I need to pass this type of parameter like unified topology and URL parser and create index. So then it will be connected. Then you can print like MongoDB is connected. And if any error will happen, then you need to exit that process. And now you need to export this thing. So this is the db.js. Now another config. So let's try to means connect. So for connect, you need to go to that server.js. And in that server.js, you need to bring first that connectDB. So I'm bringing. And you also need to configure that .env. You need to call that connectDB. Okay. So like, if I'm giving like npm start, so it is giving some error like sorry, here I need to provide dot. Oh, check-in server is started, and then MongoDB is also connected with this host. Okay, so it's done. So MongoDB is also connected, server is also started. Now we need to think for passport. So in this config folder, I need to create another file like passport.js. So here we need to bring something like first we need to bring JWT strategy from passport JWT. So like const JWT strategy. Like require from passport JWT dot strategy. Okay. Then also we need extract JWT like const extract JWT equal to same required passport JWT, then dot extract JWT. We need to bring that user model also because we need to check. So from user equal to require models, then user. Now we need to create one options parameter like const options and first JWT from request. So like extract JWT dot from auth header as a BR token. This method we're gonna use. That is provided by passport JWT. Okay. And then that secret key we need. So for that secret key is like process.env.jwt secret. That what secret key we have gave means we given. Okay. Now, sorry, another thing, this is not needed. Okay. So we're gonna use this secret key also. Means we also need to use JWT secret. Means for creating that JWT token, what secret key we have used for, means for also decrypt that JWT token, we need same secret key with passport also. Now I'm creating one method like module.exports.passport, and it will take one parameter like passport. So I'm just exporting this method and it will take one parameter that is passport. And I'm creating one try catch block, try catch. So nothing, it just first it will use passport.use and then that new dot JWT strategy, and it will take options parameters. Then it will also take another parameter that is as a callback function, like function. And in this callback function, it will take two parameters, that is one JWT payload and another is done. Okay. And first, now we need to check that user in this, what is the JWT payload? That JWT payload is what payload we have saved in that token. So if you go to that utils, you can see that this is the payload. So we need to think about this ID, that user ID. So we need to take this sub key. Okay, this sub key we need to take. So first we need to check like user dot find one. You can use one, or you can also use like means find by ID also. So jwt.payload.sub if matched, it will also return one return callback function. So in this callback function, if any error is happen, so we just return done with false, done then error and return false. If user we will get, okay, then we need to return done and null, and then you need to send user, or if not, then we need to send that false. Okay, so this is the thing. So if any error is happening, then you can, for debug, you can console log console.error.message. So that passport is done. Okay. Now we also need to bring this passport on that server.js file. So you need to require passport here. Okay. And then this passport you need to send to there also. Okay. Now the last thing is routes. Okay. So go to that, create one folder like routes, and it will take two files, like I'm creating two files like index.js. Another is one is users.js. So index.js just declaring the path of that user.js file. Nothing. You can use route.user. I'm just giving one common path, and then that I'm just give the path of that user.js. And here we are providing the whole routes. So first we need to bring mongoose and router. Then user model we need. Then password and utils. These two things also need, because we just checking with passport. Now we are creating first register. So for register, we just when any post request is happen, like router.post, when this path is matched, then first we need to take all those email, password, and name, email, password from the body. First we need to check that user is exist or not with email. So I'm checking with email, like user is exist or not. If that user is exist on the database, then we need to throw one error, like user already exists or something. Okay, so if not, then we need to create one user. So we are await user dot create, and this all those parameters. So if that user is created, then we need to send that user. Okay, so if user is created, means I'm getting any response from the user, then send those user information. Sorry, not this one. User information to that, means that user information to the front end, and if not, then we need to throw another again the error. Okay, so like I'm just sending now only the response, not error right now. Okay, because that is not a big deal. So this is a small project, so that's why I'm just sending that status code. Then okay, that front end can understand something error is happening. Or if you want to send some message, then you can also send. Then it would be good, like message error. I'm not giving any proper message because it's not needed now. So that's why. Okay. So register is done. Then is okay. We also need to export this router as well as. Now we need to think about for login. So if any login, if anyone some to request to login as a post request, then what we will do? First, we need to just spread out all those email, means all those parameters like email and password. Then we need to check that user is there or not. If that user is there, then fine. So then we need to check that password is matched or not. You remember, like in that model, I am creating one method to match the password, this method. So we just call this method here. So like if that user is present and that passwords are matched, like user is there and avoid that user dot match password. So if password is there, so it will return the true, means that password is matched. Then we need to send that one response. Yeah, you can log in, you can go through with that token. Okay, so if not matched, then we need to throw that again. We need to throw the error. Okay, so this is the 401 or 400, you can say, an invalid email. So like JSON message error, or you can say invalid email and password. So it's done. So this is the login request. Now, what we will do now, for I'm creating another method, that is dashboard. So that dashboard, sorry, I'm creating another route, that is dashboard. So for dashboard is actually the authenticated route. So for authenticated route, we need to check that user is authenticated or not, right? So like I'm creating another get request, that is dashboard. And for authenticating, I'm just using this method like authorized. So I'm creating one method like const authorized. So in this method, I'm giving the logic. So before that, so it will return one response, you are successfully authenticated to the dashboard route. Okay. So so in this method, it will take three parameters, that is request, response, and next, same. And then we need to check with that JWT. We need to check that JWT token with that means with that, what is that? With that passport, right? So for that, like passport.authenticated. So that's like, and here like passport.authenticate. What authenticate? That is JWT, and then session should be false. So async, it will take true parameter, error, and token. And here, what if token is there? If error and not token is not there, anything. If any error will come or token is not present, okay. Then send that response like 401 or something, not authorized or something, unauthorized. And if that is there, then we need to just check. We are creating try catch block. Like if now, if that token is there, then we can fetch that token dot sub. So we just find, okay, that user is present. Okay, then user is present. Then we need to just create another parameter with the request object, that request dot user. Then that I'm giving that user of the user details here. And if not, then I'm sending like invalid, or you can sending, you can same thing. And if everything is fine, then we need to next at last. Okay. And this will also take three parameter, that request, response, and next. It's done. So our from backend side, it's done total. Now we are moving to front end part. Oh, sorry, go to the server.js file once. And here we need to initialize that passport. Otherwise, it will not work. In every request, we need to initialize. Okay, we need to also bring that routes also. Okay. So it's done. So it is not giving any error. Let's check. But module is not found. Okay, sorry. Go to that. User. So now it is working fine. Actually, we need to first initialize this method, then we need to use this method. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, then totally fine. It's done. Now move forward to just close all those tabs and move forward to front end part. So in this front end, So for front end, we need to install some dependencies like content, then cd.content. Here we need to install like npm I metal UI core, metal UI icons. Okay, then Axios to call HTTP methods. React router DOM is needed. Okay, let's install. Now hit enter. So these 4 packages I am installing. It is taking bit time. So in this time, okay, it's done. Now go to the source folder and here in this app.js, in this app.js, we need to bring use state. We need to bring use state and Axios and prepare, grid, text field, button. These things we need to bring from Metal UI core. We need 2 icons like face and fingerprint. And we also need, we are going to use that styling, that make styles from that Metal UI. And here I'm giving some styling. So this thing I'm not gonna teach or I'm not gonna say. Okay. Now in this app, like classes, then I need to check. Now we need to think. Let's create. So like just remove all those things what is already there. Now we need one paper and it will take one class name, that is classes.paper. And here first we need to check if not dashboard. Okay, let's like div. In this div, creating one grid. First item is that icon, that face icon. Now I'm creating some in here, creating one text field. That ID name, level name, okay. And after that grid, again creating another grid. Same, this face. So this is for email. And third div is for password. So where we're gonna use fingerprint icon. It will also create, I'm creating another grid. This MD true, SM true, and XS true. And again, I'm saying I'm not going to teach any CSS, HTML things and Metal UI that I'm providing, like text field, you know already, like text. If you don't know, like this is a grid for grading, and this is the icon, and this is the means grid will take some props like medium true, small true, and extra small is also true, like for depending those means screen size. And text field means that is input box, and it will that ID, level, type. Okay. So only this thing, and paper is that paper. Okay. So that is the password is also done. Now we need to change, we need to give for buttons. So in this item, we are creating one button. So that button, we are using button component, button, disable, focus, ripple, and variant, all those things, color, all those things. This button is for like if someone is already have an account. Okay, so for that. And next button is for that submit button, actual final button. So like that is sign up. Okay. So this thing is done. I'm just changing those components only. Okay. Like first, I'm creating one state like sign up or set sign up. So like if sign up is there, then we just showing that sign up from. If not sign up, then we are showing login from. So that's why. So for sign up, you can say for sign up, we need one extra field, that is that name field. So this thing, if sign up is there, then only this grid we wanna show, otherwise not. So for that, like if sign up is there, then only we are showing this grid, otherwise not. Okay. And then if sign up is there, then we are showing already have an account. If not, then we need to show don't have an account here in this button. Okay. And next, if sign up is there, then button label should be sign up. If not, then button label should be sign in. It is also done. Okay. Now we are creating another object, state object, that is auth form, that for hold the form. So I'm creating this object. So initially this name is blank, email is blank, and password is also blank for auth form. And another thing is dashboard. I'm just creating now, but I will tell later, like dashboard, if that dashboard is true, or if dashboard has something, means in this dashboard set, if something is there, then we need to show the dashboard block. If not, then we are not showing any dashboard block. Okay, so for that also, like if dashboard is not there, means dashboard is blank or something. Okay, then we need to show the whole div. Okay, if that is there, then what present in this dashboard is just showing those things, what message we are getting in this one, in a single div, you can see. So this is the thing. Okay, and now go for every, means every input field. Like let's start from name. If any on change will happen, then set the from, like I'm using spread operator, like set auth from. First I'm taking all the auth from details, then I'm just changing this name key with this value. So same thing I'm doing for email also. Same thing I'm also doing for password also. That is email, this is password. And for button, when someone is click on that button, like this button, where is that button, that don't already have an account. So if someone is click on that button already have an account, then it will redirect to login page, means we need to show that login page. If not, then if someone is click on that don't have an account, then it will redirect to register page. This thing we need to care about. So for that, if someone is on click on that button, then if sign up is true, then we need to set the sign up false or sign up true. So we can do one thing like here set sign up. Okay, value it will then not well. So it will also fine. Like if it is true, then it will rewrite to means it will change to false. If it is false, then it will change to true. And then is this button. So for this button, like if someone is on click on that button, then I'm calling one function that is handle submit. This is not created yet. I'm creating that one like const handle submit. Okay. So in this handle submit, the all the thing what we need to do. So everything I'm doing here on. Okay. Like first we need to check if it is sign up from or not. If not, then it will work for, so it will work for register. If not, then it will work for login. So if registered, then we need to take name, email, and password from this auth from state. And if not present, then we need to send one error message. Like any data is not present on that form. And if that data is present, then we need to just set the config and call that route, register route from to backend with Axios. So await Axios.post. This is a route. I am using 8000 port and users and register. This is a route. Okay, it will take async over here. Okay. So this is the Axios post. And then I'm just changing like set sign up like value equal to not value. Okay. And in the else part, I need to fetch email and password from the auth form because for sign up only email and password will be there. So if any email and password is not there, then we need to throw one error. Then we need to send that config with application that content type. And I'm sending email and password. So I'm calling this method email and password. Okay, to login. So this login actually return that token, right? So this token I need to store that all the user info, what I am getting from everything I'm storing in the local storage right now. Okay, so now I need to take that token from there. So if token is there, like if token is there, then I can go for that next route, that is dashboard route. So if token is there, then I'm called that dashboard route with authorization token. Okay, so this is a dashboard route. Okay, and what message I'm getting, I'm just set that dashboard. So user or you means you can understand, yeah, that route is authenticated. Okay, so this is the thing. So everything is already built. Now I think anything is left. No. Now let's start. So I need to run npm start to run the backend server and npm start to run the frontend server. So like let's wait to run the whole server, that frontend server I'm talking about. It is taking some time. So I think I am not using any other means React router DOM. That's why I'm using this. One warning is giving like now no warning. So compile successful. Now let's open. like select this, copy. So you can see this is the things. So I don't have an account. So click and don't have an account. Create the name like the hard coded, that email, the hard coder@gmail.com, password 123456, and just open the network tab, sign up. It is giving any error or not, I don't know. Okay, it's gave one error like is modified is not a function. Okay, so let's check. Go to that file, go to the models, this dot is modified. So actually this modified is not function, this error is happening. So just I'm changing this function method. I think somehow that Mongoose is not taking. Okay, that ES6 method, like that arrow function. So I just changed this one, then it is working fine. Okay, and another issue I did another mistake, that is go to the index, and here you need to put that user parameter that I missed previously. So now so I'm creating already, so I'm creating another like the hard coder, and email I'm changing like that hard coder 2, because first one and one I have used for testing. Okay, now I'm creating sign up. Oh, sorry. I need to run that server like npm start. Now, so you can see register is done. Now try to log in. So this is the email and password is 123456. So now I'm clicking on the login. Let's see. Again, it's give any one error, I think. So again, same issue that actually I'm using arrow function here. So I'm changed in normal function. Now it is working fine again. So like I'm giving like the hard coder 2@gmail.com. Password 123456. Right. And now go to the network tab and click on sign in. So it's sign in and it is showing you are successfully authenticated to dashboard. That's mean we can log in and you can go to that application and you will get like this value. So I'm successfully logging and this is the token. Great. So thank you everyone. If you like this type of video and if you want to learn more from me or from our channel, then obviously subscribe. So if you subscribe, then you will get, and you also need to click on that bell icon, then you will get on notification when I will upload new videos. And like I will thinking like lots of video I will upload for you guys. So just just support me. So click on the subscribe button. And if you like this video, then click on like. And if you have any doubt and if you want to anything, if you want to know about anything from me, then just comment out in below. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.